The fans here fired up as usual at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and definitely goes on the first play of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Hurts. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. And even 30 yards.
48-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Down inside the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone that...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. A.J. Dillon, touchdown, Eagles. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. Here's Dak to throw. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Cowboys.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the option, here's Williams. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's now 3rd.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They run over center with Williams. And And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
10 yards.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's Sanders. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 7. Brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Williams will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. Across the 20 will mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard
The Eagles offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A second down throw for Hurts. He takes off. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for Eagles. First down.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Now Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Off the play fake. Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, now it's Hurts. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. It is 3rd and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Play action now. Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Taking off. He'll try to get there. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
16 yards. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contained rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's down the field for Lamb. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
You have to give them credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker, because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll run. It's Barkley. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's Goddard in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. That's made by Pickens. He's close to a 1st down to gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 1. Here comes the jet sweep. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
They'll try to sneak it here. That's going to keep the drive moving. He's got the first down, up past the 25.
Gain of 2. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 2 yards on the play.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jahad Campbell gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
On the return, it's Covey. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll motion the slot man right. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. To the right side, caught by Goddard. And he is out of bounds at the 45. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Philadelphia.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That one caught by Smith. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll step up and run this. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one taken in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles will get out in front, 17-7.
17. Cowboys 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Prescott now. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He's got room past the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
48-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
One final throw before the break. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. This one is complete. It's Pickens.
Complete to George Pickens. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
He'll drop this down to Williams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. First down, Cowboys.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This pass right side caught by Lamb. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Williams. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
And it brings
What
up
makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
42-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll manage to get to the 33. The veteran Kenny Clark in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Hurts. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Third and a long way to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Dak to throw. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the lines.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
2nd down, Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 12 yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, Put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This fielded inside the 35. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Now Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up 3rd and medium, and let's see if they decide to go back on the ground or keep it in the air.
Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts. I got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for an Eagles first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard
Really
line.
nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles move out to a 23-10 lead.
Cowboys 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run, and he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple. From the shotgun, it's down. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Look him up on a second down and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's out wide to Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Prescott again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Here is Shipley on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. On play action, here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Barkley trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Dillon. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Saquon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's brought down at the 30.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He takes off. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Dallas.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Set to go now on first and 10. They run over center with Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Cowboys.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jalen Phillips in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Pistol now for Prescott. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target, and it'll be third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Dak to throw. That's taken in. And he is going to have a Cowboys first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw again. Dak. He pulls it in around the 5. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Again, Prescott to the air. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
31, Cowboys 20.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.